All right, Dan. This is probably one of the tougher parts of this. Hopefully, with a little bit of luck, this works out. So I'm starting at the shortest end. You could grab that tiny bit, and basically just rolling this as carefully as I can. Okay. It's a little tough initially, and this is really gonna get kind of fat here in a second, but basically, as you can see, I'm just rolling it slowly. All right. So now that this is rolled, just put a piece of twine underneath. And I usually put 3 pieces of twine in. Okay? I have my loose end on the one side. Okay? So go ahead and just cut that piece of twine. Yep, that's fine. And I don't know if there's a better way to do this or not. You could probably do it with one piece. Actually, I think that's where I'm going to give this a try, actually, for starters. And just relatively snug. And if you can cut me one more piece, we'll try one more. You can cut it pretty big, actually. There we go. It doesn't look like it's a very large meal or a very large portion. So when you cut this up and the slices are sliced very thin, when we're done, you'll see how filling it actually is. Because ideally, you would want this to feed 3 to 4 people, which it should. Okay, I'm just going to tuck this last little piece. So you have one end here that's pretty compact and looks pretty good. With my hands, I'm just going to press that kind of together. I have some extra breadcrumbs here. So I'm literally and carefully going to pick this up and just put this end into the breadcrumbs. Okay, that end is looking pretty good. This end is a little bit messy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and tuck this all in so it's a little bit cleaner. We have a little bit of extra fish there. That was kind of the thinner side. So once again, I'm going to pack this side with breadcrumbs and just kind of fill that in a little bit. Alrighty. What I haven't done before, which I may end up doing on this one because we have such a skinny piece of meat here. Karen, can you cut me one more piece of twine? Is I'm going to tie up this other end as well. That's good. I guess you can't go wrong with too much twine. And it's just regular baker's twine. Alright, so now that this is done, this is going to be placed into the oven. I have this outer coating with those spices that I recommended. And I'm going to treat it almost like a rub. I'm just going to coat the entire outside of this as best I can. And then periodically, as it's baking, at about 350, 325, I can always add a little bit more to it. Also, something that I might recommend is maybe drizzling a little bit of honey as we're cooking it and really basting it. Alright, what we can do now is we can literally, we've got a little bit of a mess here, is just gently roll this through that extra rub that's fallen all over. And then the next step is we're going to throw it into the oven.